typically an hour at best, you know, at least. And so, yeah, so it's something you don't want to put off. You want to get to your, you know, to addressing survival first. I mean, especially if your materials are far. So when you're selecting a shelter spot for your debris hut, again, think about calorie conservation. You want your materials nearby, so you're not doing a long commute, hustle back and forth to get your stuff. You want to make your shelter where everything's nearby. Also, you want to be high and dry, right? You don't want to be in a wash or in a creek bed, especially depending on the weather. And you want to look out for widow makers. Does everybody know what a widow maker is?
Yes. Tree that'll fall and kill you.
Yes. So
Yeah,
if you're under one of those like bushy pines, that's ideal, because that's going to be like a first line of defense against precipitation and wind, right? But if you're under a ponderosa pine or like a redwood or something like that that has those big heavy branches way up that have a long way to fall, it could kill you. And so you're going to avoid widow makers. And if you're trying to be found, you're going to make sure to put your shelter in a place where it's likely to be seen. And you're going to, if you can, provide some contrast color around it if you can, as well as create movement by making like a flag or something if you can. These are all things that catch the eye. And then obviously we all know that threes are the international distress symbol, so you have 3X's, 3 fires or whatever. So anyways, you do this along both sides. I'm not going to get too into it because I'm ill prepared, but you guys are getting the idea, right? And then you're going to lay your debris. Oops, I forgot to make my mattress. Pretend I did a mattress because that's the most important part that you do first. And then I'm just going to lay my debris alongside of it. And you don't drop it like this because it'll fall right through. But if you get a big arm load and you brick lay it like this, it will actually stay really well. You don't have to I put my ribs like this far apart depending on what the debris is. And it's a really sturdy structure, right? It's a triangle. And so when we teach classes, we break people up into groups and have them, you know, do their debris huts. And then at the end, we have them walk up the spine of the debris hut. And more often than not, most of the time, it will hold when you walk up the spine of it. And so it's pretty sturdy, actually, believe it or not. Now, depending on what kind of cold you're trying to combat here, if we're talking about really cold, you want to have enough debris where you can hold onto the spine and have debris up to your armpit. Like, you want a lot. And a good way to tell whether you have got enough insulation on your debris hut is to get inside, and wherever light's coming in, heat's escaping. And so that's where you're going to go and reinforce.